Hi Leos, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. This is your monthly tarot for July 2024, and a happy birthday to any July Leos that are out there watching. Ace of Cups, I like seeing this for July because July is really about nurturing that inner cup, nurturing our emotions, nurturing the relationships that make us really feel our place in the universe. There is a lot of I want to say some lessons that are coming with Chiron, but this is again for healing. So I always remember if there's anything related to our ego that comes through that feels wounded, it's a opportunity for us to go deeper. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about the astrology and then we will get into your reading. But first I want to talk about July 2nd, Neptune's going retrograde in Pisces. And so this can feel kind of like a wake-up call, if you will. It could feel like an unpleasant wake-up call, and we could really want to put on our blinders. We really could want to ignore some red flags that perhaps are becoming hard to ignore. Could be related to a decision that we need to make, and that decision needs to be made from within, okay? And that we need to compromise when we can, but also know that if we've only been compromising, that could be an issue too. Now, Mercury enters Leo, which I love, on July 2nd as well, okay? So this is where I think perhaps we've been compromising too much, because this message is all about making sure that we take center stage in our own lives, all right? But also have the patience of knowing that there's a time and a place for everything. So it's having a healthy ego without that ego needing to assert itself in certain manners. And then July 5th, new moon in Cancer. This is where that loving Ace of Cups energy I think is going to come in, is because that is all about putting out intentions to grow things related to our personal lives, related to our relationships and love and our creative projects. And always remember too, that you have to have mental mastery this month. And that's a message for a lot of people, is there's so much related to love and warmth and nurturing energy, but you are a fire sign. So remember that Cancer energy, we can be afraid sometimes of that Cancer energy, that it's going to put out our fire. So it's like this idea of like a nice little sprinkle, if you will, of that water energy coming into your life, okay? And I do think that there's going to be a dynamic related to your relationship with others and your relationship with money. And there's going to be a lot of things clicking here with that. But July 20th, Mars enters Gemini. And this is where, if there's been a problem that you feel like you've been trying to, I'm just getting somebody banging their head against the wall, like you just can't find the solution to this and it's really stressing you out. This energy is really allowing people to see things from every perspective. And then this is when we might find a solution that we haven't even thought of. Just don't get stuck in overthinking. Don't go down a rabbit hole of like red string theory thinking with some situation in your life. I really am getting. And find a place of emotional maturity is really what I'm getting. And seeing the Faith card here, it's saying like whatever decisions are being made, whatever solutions you're finding, it's saying that make sure that you practice what you preach when it comes to whatever solutions you come up with. Now, July 21st, I love this because this is a full moon in Capricorn. You have more cards popping out than anyone, by the way. So I do think that this is going to be a very pivotal month for you, Leos. Full moon in Capricorn, July 21st. We had a full moon in June in Capricorn. Okay, this is a very rare kind of astrological event. So there's a lot of strong energy for receiving recognition that you deserve and reaching some achievements that you've been working really, really hard on and dreaming of, okay? And so yeah, 8 of Wands, I'm getting rapid energy. So like if you have been working on something, if you've been dreaming about something, get ready for like a lot of very fast forward moving energy with those dreams. Tarot saying make sure though that you are focusing on the future and not focusing on the past. There is a lot of wounded energy. Give gratitude, have confidence, and don't think about this past energy. It's just going to pull you back into an old cycle that you are finally leaving. So do not give it any attention, Leos. Now, July 22nd, the sun enters your sign. Okay, and so a reminder, this is wonderful because mental mastery, looking at everything you're grateful for, not giving this energy. And that's where I think this is going to bubble up though, all right? Remember, the light comes from within. That sun energy, it comes from within you. You are your own sun, you know, be the sun for yourself and allow that energy to orbit around you, if you will. Stay centered, stay bright, and also know that like everybody's going to be feeling this. So it's making sure too, a healthy ego recognizes that everybody's ego gets to shine. And so that is a very important message for you, but go after what you want, all right? Go after with it with that confidence. Do not allow any 5 of coins victim energy prevent you from shining your light at its brightest. Now, July 26th is what I was talking about. Chiron goes retrograde in Aries, and this is going to be energy throughout the end of the year that we need to be very mindful of. If you haven't done your shadow work, Leos, do it in the beginning of July. Please, 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 please. You are going to prevent a lot of energy that does not need to be felt in a certain manner, because we are having some really deeply wounded energy related to our ego coming up. And since it's retrograde, we're reflecting on a lot. And so all this reflection, all this energy, if it is buried underneath and it rises to the surface, it might erupt, is really what I'm getting. Okay, we don't want a wildfire here. So be humble and just know that all of this is actually for your benefit. If there's things in you that need to be cleared, they need to be cleared. So give thanks for it rising to the surface so that you can finally address it and finally release it and finally move on. Because we don't always remember how much deeply rooted subconscious energy affects our mental and physical health. And that's something that I really want you to focus on, is knowing that if things bubble to the surface, instead of trying to bury it down and pretend it's not there, let it come through. Embrace the healing. You know, give thanks to Chiron. Give thanks to Chiron for healing anything that is preventing you from moving forward. And I'm just getting, because Mercury enters Virgo at the end of the month, mental mastery. Do not let a wounded ego take the lead, because that is your shadow pulling you back into a cycle that not only you, but we collectively are trying to move forward from. Okay, there's been a lot of life lessons for us personally and collectively, and we are all ready to move into that Aquarian age. So let's see what we got for Leos for July 2024. And Leos, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to all my subscribers, and please don't forget to hit that like button. It really does help the algorithm, and so does commenting. So leave a comment if you can. Yeah, energetically, you just need to know that like balancing your energy, having that emotional maturity is going to transform your life in ways that you might not even realize. And look at, when I said transform, what popped out first? The card of transformation. So I am so excited. This looks, well, this is exactly what the end of the month called for. So don't, if seeing this at the end of the month, don't worry about it, because this is that energy of Chiron retrograde. So we'll get to it in just a little bit here. So overall energy though for the month of July 2024, Leos, is the star. I love this Aquarius energy. Making sure you wish upon a star and follow your bliss. This is where I said, leave the past behind. Whatever is done is done. It's time to move forward. It's time to take the lessons you've learned and just embrace living your life the way you want to live it, okay? What you need more of, 9 of coins, mental mastery, but also we need to have discipline when it comes to our love and our finances. So 9 of coins is typically about making sure that you find ways, you know, to beautify your surroundings, using your wealth to increase the beauty around you. And this is an energy of enjoying the comforts at home. And so this is very mindful of making sure that you utilize that Cancer energy at the beginning of the month that is all about nurturing that. Like, this is where I want you, if you have the financial means and you've been thinking about remodeling your house, this is the time to do it. Painting a wall, you know, getting that furniture that you've always wanted. Like, this is that energy that's really going to help you get rid of any kind of lack mindset that's going on there. Now, the Page of Coins, I love this idea, because the pages are your inner child in my readings. And the Page of Coins is about dealing with issues realistically and thinking practically, but also like having that confidence of knowing whatever this coin is that you're nurturing is going to grow and be successful. So this to me is saying that I don't think that Neptune energy at the, like, we're, you know, not seeing things for what they are. Like, you know, deep down inside what is right and what is wrong. And that is just what I want you to have as your guide, and to not rush anything. I'm really getting a strong sense. If you have an impulse to rush and get something done or do something, don't utilize that energy, okay? What you need less of, fascinating. The Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups goes with the flow. All right. The Queen of Cups is mother energy. This is the most nurturing queen, like mother energy in the deck. And this is also Gemini and Cancer energy. And I really think that there's this idea of you're allowing yourself to just go with the flow too much. And it's time that we start doing the things, we start taking action in relation to what we want, not what others want, not what's, you know, keeping the peace or whatever. This is really about what you want. And I want you to honestly, like, assert yourself in a manner where there's confidence, but it's, again, not a wounded ego. It's just a wonderful Leo confidence within you. Okay, so this is very interesting because this is actually the overall energy for Cancers this month. Okay, so if you're on the cusp, this could be an important reading that you want to read, watch both Cancer and Leo energy. But this is in the area of what you can change. Page of Cups, enjoying life, allowing yourself to enjoy the simple pleasures. I'm getting this strong sense that we're not enjoying what we have enough. All right, I'm getting this idea of, like, allowing, like, all of the things that other people need to be done instead of allowing ourselves to do what we want to do. And so I really want you to enjoy the simple pleasures this month. That is what all of the Cancer energy is asking you to do, is enjoy the love within yourself and enjoy the love that you have with others. Now, what you need to accept, justice. Okay, so here's where I think there is some deception from within, buried deep within, because this is Libra energy. This is responsibility and cause and effect, and looking for ways to bring your life into balance. And so here's what you need to accept, is that things are not in balance right now in your life. And you might feel like they are, but it's only because there is this feeling of a record scratch in a way that, like, it's shifting, but it's going to shift in the way that it needs to be shifted. I just feel like we're not seeing something clearly that we need to see clearly. We know it deep down, and that's what I think is going to bring this Nine of Swords energy at the end of the month. That Nine of Swords energy that comes with Chiron going retrograde in Aries on July 26th, because the end of the month is overthinking, fearing the unknown, like questioning everything. Also, this is Mars in Gemini, so what did I say? Mars goes into Gemini July 20th. So that Mars and Gemini energy is going to affect you a lot, okay? So don't overthink it, all right? Don't feel like you have no direction because you're going down rabbit holes of possibilities. You can't flow through the depths of that, all right? You really have to get that mental mastery and steer that ship in the right way. But the biggest question, like I'm saying, you can bring your life into balance, but you're going to have to face some things that you might not want to face. So let's get some past life energy that can clarify what energy we don't want to face, Leos, in July, that we are going to question and overthink. Where is this coming from? Mother energy. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. All right, this card indicates that your mother in this life was also with you in other lifetimes. This is actually a very common occurrence. The mother-child relationship is a significant emotional and physical bond. If you enjoy a healthy and loving relationship with your mother in this lifetime, you were probably drawn together again because of your fondness for one another. However, if your relationship has been challenging, this indicates a need to balance the karma through forgiveness. Wow, that's really, okay, this is taking the star energy to a whole new level for you, Leos. Your feelings about your mother are directly related to your ability to manifest abundance and mother energy. As mother energy is all about receiving. If you have blocks with your mother, you have most likely developed control issues that prevent you from receiving help from others or from the universe. So this card asks you to do more personal work concerning your mother at this time. You may wish to add past life regression as another form of therapy. Okay, so this just took this whole reading to a whole new level. And so we're going to go back through this quick, okay? Because this star energy, this feeling reborn is going to come from forgiveness with this mother energy, but releasing it, okay? Not, oh yeah, I forgive her and it's done, because that Chiron energy at the end of the month is going to come back, and it's going to come back big if we don't actually get to it, if we don't actually do the healing. What is this? Mother energy. What did I say? That this is connected to mother. And so you do need less of this energy in your life. There's something here where I'm almost getting like this mother energy is preventing you from facing it, because you're continuing to be blind to what is so clearly a deeply rooted wound related to mother energy. And again, this is not just this lifetime. This is many lifetimes where this is rooted in. And Cancer's got a very similar message of like, whatever you're going through, like you might see it at face value of like, this is just this, but like think about how many lifetimes you might have had with this experience, switching roles. I'm even getting this idea of switching roles where you've been the mother and your mother has been the child. But this is a big one, okay? And so I want you to clear, I want you to forgive, I want you to just do that shadow work. So if you get that shadow work journal that's in my link tree, please do, and focus on this mother energy and clear it once and for all, because it's deeply rooted, and it's going to be really liberating, okay? This takes us to a whole new level of this idea of cause and effect and seeing things clearly, okay? And also, like, there is this idea of like the Queen of Cups is a go with the flow, but then there's also, you know, the shadow side of that, of, you know, of having that balance of being going with the flow, but also, you know, taking a stand when it's needed is a tricky balance. But forgiveness is really what this month is about. And this is like, I'm just getting like just a bucket of water being dumped, right? And like cleansing you in such a way that you don't even realize what it's going to do for you. Okay, so let's get some dragon energy. Let's see what's dragon. You know what? No, let's do, I'm going to get an empowering question that is going to help Leos forgive. All right. So your empowering question, what was I intended to do in this life? I think this is related to the star energy. So let's say like this mother energy, we're clearing, we're healing, right? We're forgiving. How can you see this lesson in relation to what you are meant to do in this life? How can you see this lesson on how it is empowering you and allowing you to grow and step into something you might not even realize, like the lesson in it? So just make sure that you're mindful of that with this lesson, is whatever this is that's healing is helping you to step into exactly what you were intended to do in this life. And there was just a gigantic dragonfly in the window. And so to me, that is just confirming that you are rising higher and higher. It's just accepting the healing for what it is and not burying it down, okay? So let's see what dragon energy is going to help Leos in July. Earth dragon clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure, as long as you are seeing these lessons as the clearing the path for where you're going, like you're going to be so excited. You're not going to see any of this change as a hindrance. You're going to see it exactly for what it is. And the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to get exactly what you want. So let's see what crystal energy is going to help Leos embrace all the lessons that are bringing, whoa, them exactly where they want to be. Okay, so there might not be a lesson that we want to learn. Thank you. All right, so dream work. If we are feeling some resistance, dream work, Leos. All right, jade is gorgeous. Talk about beautifying, if you can pick up some jade, like a jade vase or some like jade jewelry, and wear it, that would be really useful for you this month, okay? I really think that jade is going to be, for some reason, a really big factor in this 9 of Coins energy. But dream work, if you can, binaural beats. There's wonderful binaural beats when it comes to forgiveness that you can use. Fall asleep to those binaural beats and like do the clearing while you're sleeping, okay? So let's see what archetypal energy is affecting you. What archetypal energy? Well, that was very clear. All right, interesting. All right, so this is either you or somebody around you. Avenger, light attributes, desire to balance the scales of justice. Oh my goodness. Righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. Shadow attributes, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Desire to balance the scales of justice, what you can accept. You have to, I feel like you're seeing this energy and this need for justice, but you might not be seeing it clearly because of something related to this deeply rooted mother energy. All right, so we are going to do a clarifier. Then we're going to close out. All right, thank you, Leo, so much for joining me again. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, and just know, like, you wished upon a star. So if look at the synchronicities instead of like the negativity, if there's any negativity, see the synchronicities of how there is healing and clearing and moving you away from something, okay? All right, let's see what clarifier Leos need to see. The Lovers. I love this. All right. Enjoy the contrast and the differences. Enjoy the love in your life, but enjoy the love you have with yourself. Gemini energy, seeing things from different perspectives. I'm really getting this message. When you start seeing things from other people's perspectives and just forgive and just drop it, whatever it is, and not drop it with letting it go, but doing the shadow work, healing. Where is this coming from within me? What part am I in this journey of hurt and healing? That's when you fully release and you welcome in this star energy. So as always, Leos, shine that inner light. You've got this.